In previous session, we developed this program which can extract the data from the Vodafone Idea plans window. Okay, so now I need to implement the error handling for this one. So what is error handling? For suppose if any error occurs, the bot will be terminate abnormally, so will not be having any proper clue. So when we implement the error handling on this, even though error occurs, those errors will be handled and bot will be completed smoothly. So by the benefit of this error handling is we can capture the error information as we expected. Okay, this is the basic advantage of this error handling, so that it will help us to troubleshoot where it went wrong, how we can deal with. So for suppose, let me show you here. I'll be altering this path here, so I'm removing this yes here. So whenever I executed this bot, it will be throwing an error saying that so unable to found the folder location or file path kind of error. Let see, it is running. In a while we'll be able to see the error. See, if we go here in the screen, see, we got the error. There was a problem at line number 3. It is saying that unable to log the text to the file because the file path is not found, because I don't have the folder named as download in my PC in this particular location. That's the reason it's thrown error. So here bot has been terminated abnormally. Here bot has been terminated abnormally. So I'll show you one more thing. So what is that is, let me place as it is downloads. Yeah. And let me go to this browser. Look, what is the value of this variable? So the value of this variable is best prepaid recharge plans hashtag, right? So I am changing this in this way, 2003 hashtag. So I applied this one. Okay, let me run this bot now. And let me close this window. So this time it will throw the error like unable to find the window kind of error. It will be thrown. It is executing the bot. It's went to line number 4. Okay, it should throw the error. Let's observe this. See, it's thrown the error, but bot was terminated abnormally. See, how can we say abnormal termination means if bot closed successfully, that means bot executed successfully. Here, what will we get? Bot was ran successfully. This kind of pop-up we'll be getting here, but here we are not getting that kind of one. So here we are seeing the warning symbol. So to avoid this, we will be using the error handling technique. So to implement the error handling, we have a package called error handlers. Error handler package is there. So here we'll be having total 4 commands. So one is try, catch, and finally. See, all these 3 commands works together, and throw has some separate different functionality. We'll be discussing about throw later on. First, let's implement the try. So I'm dragging this try command here. See, whenever I drag this try command, right after this catch command also came here. See here, error handler try as well as error handler catch. So here what will be happening is, see, whenever we drag this one, so the code where we can suspect the error, that means for suppose here in my case, in this piece of code there is a chance to get the error, right? So all that portion I am dragging inside to the try block here. Let me drag this one now. See here. So all the code has been dragged into this try block. So that means I'm telling to the bot, dear bot, try this portion of the code. Okay. That means this try. What is the catch means? Dear bot, if you found any errors in this try block, if you get any errors in this try block, don't terminate it abnormally. Just let's handle this. Give me a second. So wherever the possibility is there to get the error, that portion will be placed inside the try block. What does it mean by catch block is, we are saying that dear bot, if you get any error this try block, inside this try block, don't terminate it abnormally. Don't terminate it abnormally. Just send that error to the catch block. That catch block will take care about that error. You need not to terminate it abnormally. That is what it means. So for now I'm not handling inside any I'm not handling anything inside the catch block here. Just let me run. See, this time also we'll be getting the error right in the line number 4 here, as window does not exist error. But if you observe this time, it is not going to show you that error. Bot will say that bot executed successfully only. Let's check that. Remember this is the continuation of the previous class. If you are not sure about what we are doing inside the bot, please refer the previous video, then watch this video. Okay, otherwise you will be getting confusing. What is this VI plans, everything. So what is this bot has been explained in the previous session. Okay, in this session I'm explaining how to implement the error handling to that particular bot which we implemented to automate this VI screen. Okay, this is what we mentioned here. See, this time I executed the same code by keeping the error handler. See, you can see the message that your bot has run successfully. Okay, this is what. So what we can do in the error handling. So if we see the error handling, here we'll be having the option like that to capture all the errors. That means whatever the errors occurs inside here, those will be captured inside this one. So how can we capture means all the errors will be passed to this particular statement, error handling catch all errors. So here we'll be having two things. One is assign the exception message and assign the line number. So here the reason of the error will be assigned to this particular variable. So here I'm creating a variable called error message. So the reason why this bot got failed will be assigned to this particular variable called error message. And I'm going to create one more here. Here the line number, in which line exactly the error has been occurred, that will be mentioned inside this error line number. So now let's see, I'm putting the message box here. See, once we handle these errors with the help of these two variables, according to our business requirement, we need to build the catch block logic. Whether we need to take the screenshot or whether we need to take the data into the CSV file or text file, or we need to update it to the any database. This kind of decision can be made inside the catch block. What we'll do in the catch block in general is, if error occurs, what is the appropriate action we need to take. That is the only thing we'll be building inside the catch block. Will not be build the business logic inside the catch block. The entire business logic will be inside the try blocks. So the error logic. So what if the business logic gets error? That error logic will be implemented inside this catch block. So for here to understanding purpose, I'm not logging it anywhere. Simply I'll demonstrate you by printing the error information inside a message box here. So error message, and let me print the error line number. Error line number is a number type data, right? So I'm giving error line number, and I'll be converting this to string, number to string. So if I run this time here, see, this error handler block will display you the error message here. Let's put here. See, cannot find window or application titled best prepaid recharge plans 2023 that was opened during the recording. This is the 5 is the line number. So this what printed. So like this we'll be implementing the error handling here. So simple thing, the business logic should be inside the try block, the error handling logic should be inside the catch block. So whenever we get the error inside the business logic, then the catch block will be executed. If we don't get any error inside the try block, that means in the business logic, the catch block will not be triggered. So for the demonstration purpose, let me fix the error here. So just going here, and I'll be removing this, and I'll be renaming this window. So this time it is not going to be throwing any error. Okay, let me execute this. See, this time message box will not be printed because the try block will be executed successfully without having any errors. So ultimately the catch block will not be executed because the try block has been executed successfully. See, it is opening the data, and now it will try to fetch the information from this particular screen. So now it is working on capturing the information. It is capturing, it will be logging into the CSV, and it will be completed the bot as expected. This time will not be going to get any error because we fixed the error inside the variable. Remember that in this variable I manipulated it manually to demonstrate you the error handler. Okay, in real time you should not create the errors like this. See, any unexpected errors if occurs, to handle them we'll be using this error handling. Okay, don't create your own errors like in this. It's executed successfully. This message not also has not been printed because the try block executed successfully. And the third block is finally block. We have the one more block called finally inside this error handler. See, this finally block will execute irrespective of error status. Even though the bot throws error, this finally block will be executed. Even the bot doesn't throw the error also, this finally block will be executed. So to understand this, I'll show you that. Just finally block. So for suppose you are dealing with the databases. So whenever we connect to the database, irrespective of the bot success, we need to disconnect the database. So to handle these kind of things, we'll be writing the disconnect commands inside the error handler finally block. The use of this one is, even though we got the error inside the try block, this finally block will be executed. Even though we don't get the error inside the try block, this finally block will be executed. Eventually, irrespective of the execution status of the bot, this finally block will be executed. But in the case of catch block, whenever we get the error inside the try block, at that time only this catch block will be executed. If we don't get any error, this catch block is not going to be executed. But in the finally block case, irrespective of the error status. That means you may get the error or you may not get the error. This finally block will be executed ultimately. Must and should it will be executed. See, this time as per this code, let me run this. So just to avoid, I'll just be commenting all this data. So I'm just disabling this to run it fast. See, this time we are not going to get any error. Still, we'll be getting the message box called finally block executed. Back here is fetching the data. That's the reason we are unable to go back to the bot screen. Let's bot complete the execution. Okay, it will be goes into the infinite loop. The reason is I forgot to implement this increment operation. I need to I should not block this one. Let me unblock, otherwise it will be infinite ones. Okay, I'm saving this and I'm running this one. See, it is going through the data. It will be executed successfully without any error, but still the finally block will be executed. See, finally block executed even though we didn't get the error. So this is about finally block. So even though we get the error or even though we didn't get the error, the finally block will be executed. That's about finally block. I'll demonstrate you with the error scenario as well. I'll be creating an error and I'll be make you execute this finally block as well. Let's see that. In the previous scenario, we have seen that the finally block execution in the case of successful execution. Now again I am going to create an error. Let's see this time in the error case also the finally block is going to be executed or not. As per the uh, block behavior, as per the design, the finally block should execute irrespective of the error status, right? So here I'm going to create one error wantedly to demonstrate this example. This time let's see. So this time along with this error block, this finally block message box also should print. I'm running it here. This time we'll be getting two message boxes. One is error message box and another one is finally block message box. See, error came like that. Cannot find the window or application title. Best prepaid recharge plans 2023. And the next message box will come like finally block executed. So hence it's proved that the finally block will be executed irrespective of error status of the bot. Okay. So what is the use of this finally block? So the use of finally block is to perform some mandatory tasks irrespective of the bot execution status, like disconnecting the databases and closing the windows. This kind of activities should be performed inside the bot when we are working in real-time environment. Even though bot, say for suppose bot is executing the process, it may open maybe 5 or 6 windows to automate the things, but unexpectedly we get the error, bot will be terminated. So what will be happen? So all those windows will be in the open state only. So whenever the second time bot going to be triggered, those windows may create some errors, or those windows may impact badly on the bot. So it should not be happen like this. So that's the reason, even though bot executed or bot is failed, the window should be closed. So if I put the close condition inside the try block, for suppose this close window is there, right? If I put this close window inside the try block, whenever bot executed successfully, at that time only this window is going to be closed. If I put this inside the catch block, whenever the bot gets the error, at that time only this window is going to be closed. So to handle this one, we created a separate block called finally block. If I put this close window command inside the finally block, even though the bot executed as expected, this finally block will be executed and this window is going to be closed. Even though the bot throws the error, this finally block will be executed and this window is going to be closed. If you don't have the finally block, see, you should place this close browser window in 2 places, which is not at all the best practice according to the coding standards, and it is unnecessarily increase the code length. To avoid these kind of issues, we'll be using the finally block. This is about finally block. And the last command which is inside the error handler is throw. Let me show you the throw. So most of the people are not able to understood this throw functionality with respect to the automation anyway. See, the throw functionality will be a bit different from other programming languages and here in the automation anyway. So I'll be showing throw. So this particular command will helps you to throws an exception. See, if you observe, whenever we get the error at line number 5, if you observe, we'll be getting the default error message like that, unable to find the window or application titled so on so like mobile prepaid plans 2023 like this. But if you able to guess, or if you able to suspect that in this place I may get the error, if you able to guess like that, that it might be that in that place the error might become or may not become. Okay, so if you suspect like this, you can define your own custom error messages to avoid this default error messages. To implement this, you can use the throw command. So to do this, what I'll do is, first let me go to the if condition. So here I'll go to the if condition. In the if condition, what I'll do is, I'll take the if block. I'll take the if block. I took this if block, and here I'll check against to the window. Window does not exist. So that means this window is not there. What is that window? Let me give that window variable here. This browser window does not exist. Just throw an error. So for that, again I'm going back to the throw command. Throw command here. See here, what I'll do is, I'll be giving a custom error message. Okay, plans window was not found. Please take the actions accordingly. So this one. Say earlier, what was the error message? Unable to find the window or application titled like prepaid plans 2023, that was the error message. But here I'm suspecting this may occur. So I am telling that if this window is not there, if this window is not there, throw this error. So this time I'll be running this one. If you observe this time, you will be getting the user defined error message instead of system's default error message. So like this, to throw your custom errors, this throw feature will helps you here in this scenario. See, the way plans window was not found, please take the actions accordingly. This is what we got here, and followed by finally block executed. Like this throw functionality will helps you. So simple thing, if you use the throw, you can define your custom error message. So when you can use this throw means, if you able to identify, or if you are in a suspicion, the place where we get the error. For suppose you feel that here there is a probability get an error, this kind of error. At that time, to get the system's default error message, you will be defining your own custom error. To create this kind of user defined custom errors, will be using the throw function. See, whenever this throw command executed here, throw all errors, this command executed, the rest of the commands will not be executed. So whenever this throw hits, whenever the automation anywhere compiler hits this throw command, directly it will goes to the catch block. It will not be going to the rest of the commands. That's how it will work. So this is about error handling.